vision plays out in your minds. You just come forward, and Elixian is still standing. You just managed to get some questions off. Basically, a few things that I can't remember what these are. That goes for me. Maybe I should have watched last week's. Basically, I think he's found out that Elixian's imprisoned in an underwater place, lit by a crimson glow. And I think he's basically found out that he fought in the Calamity. After you answering some questions, Elixian disappears, and you notice that you're no longer alone in this chamber. I know Pastel and Rizona won't be familiar with the names, but Aloysia and the rival team are at the edges. And Aloysia has her eyes on the amulets and basically demands for you to hand it over. And if you don't hand it over, she will kill you. You've refused. And she tries to make Aloy's team, basically, Aoi's team, basically just like, murder them! And they were like, bitch. They were like, why would we murder our friends? And they congratulated you for making, getting to Avandra's prayer site. With no one backing her up, Aloysia then took a bit of a tantrum. She cast an earthquake spell, which caused rubble to fall from the ceiling, and a few people were kind of stuck under the rubble. And Aloysia escaped. And that's basically what has happened, where you are now.
Okay, two things I've noticed. Rizona needs to level up.
Yes, Tay and Rizona do need to level up.
So we're not level 6, we're level 7?
No,
we're level 6.
I'm level... Yeah, I am level 6.
Did you? That's okay then, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, let me check. I'm level 5. I need to change it. Give me a second.
And Pastel, will you go to items and search in Jewel and tell me if it shows up? Because it should share it with all the team members.
When you say items, you mean in inventory?
Yeah.
Not seeing... You mean in D&D Beyond?
Yes.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay.
If you can't find the wondrous item Jewel of 3 pairs.
I do not see that at all, no.
Damn.
I mean, might be able to add it to inventory, but there's not one currently.
Oh, it's not in the inventory yet. It's I wonder if you can find it from searching the the add items.
Yep, 1 second, I'll see if I can. I see jeweler's tools, that's the only option.
So it doesn't actually share it like it says it does.
Nope.
It's
alright.
Description. I handed it.
We can do it later, unless it's really relevant right now.
It will up certain stats.
Okay.
Are you giving the amulet?
When we get time, yes.
Okay. I was just going to say, send me the description, I'll just add it in.
That's what I mean. That's what I was going to say. Well, sure, you need to...
It wouldn't be able to attune it right now anyway. You can only attune it during a short rest or something.
Yeah, short rest, fair enough.
Yeah.
So wait till I have a word of short rest and then hand it over.
Yeah, just send me the description in Discord and I'll chuck it in my inventory, and then once we short rest, I'll attune it. So.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as we can.
Oh no!
It's typing up. I don't have it typed up.
Yeah, no. I thought it was Lit that had it typed up. That's why I was asking. Right. That way we could keep the story going.
No,
so,
it's right.
Lit,
No,
if you have...
it's fine. But anyways, that basically where you are now is deciding what to do.
We were giving chase, I think, weren't we? We were moving boulders and stuff out of the way.
So yes,
we were.
Do believe. Basically, you were moving the boulders out of the way to escape. Whether you were giving chase, I don't know if that was this.
Oh, I wanted to kill the bitch dropping rocks on me? Yeah, I wanted to kill her.
Oh, you know that I have like chain lightning and fireball, right?
I was using fireball to great advantage.
It was
Oh.
Trying to figure out what room to put you in. I forgot what room to.
Oh, look at all these spell slots that have been used. Holy crap.
There was, right, in fairness.
We had a lot of fighting. We had a lot of fighting.
You know, the last session, that's what I mean. The last session was insane, but it could have been worse.
Yes.
So much worse.
Dog, I just laughed you out. You don't need that again.
Right, I don't have a map for it. So you're all basically given chase. So everyone's given chase then. Aoi and her team rush out of the corridor, and you guys are closely followed. And as you rush out the corridor into the room, I'm trying to remember if it's the room with the statue in. What you see is
it is.
Yes.
You see a newly opened teleportation rift. Oh yes, don't forget, who picked up the tablets? There was 2 tablets on the floor.
I grabbed them.
You grabbed them, okay. Just so I know. So basically you just run out and there's a teleportation rift open. It's open for about for about 1 minute. So what do you do?
Will we go after?
We're still going after him, yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So
we go through.
Aoi looks at you. Am I pronouncing her name all of a sudden? Or do you have a week off and all of a sudden you can't speak for shit?
I do think that's the way her name is pronounced.
It is Aoi, isn't it? Aye, it is Aoi. Aoi looks at you and she goes, "You go get her. We'll catch up."
You don't even know where we're going. How are you going to catch up?
They'll figure it out. Okay?
Okay.
Sheesh.
It's just asking a relevant, normal question.
I'm glad I was muted because I laughed far too loud.
He promised to make life hell for me, so it's fine. Okay. So
Here, take this tracking device.
Whoosh through to
GPS.
Use whoosh through. Right, who doesn't have control?
Oh, I haven't even got that open.
Oh, well, that's clever.
I forgot. All right.
Everyone got control?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming direct control.
I'm kind of half glad that you guys are great for went for this one, but I'm also like, oh, it's the hardest route, but whatever. Okay. When you get a chance, can you roll initiative, please?
Oh.
Don't panic. Oh my god, I need more space.
Don't panic.
I have 14.
Hold on.
I forgot I've got these big fluffy dice.
Sitting here, it's like, I've no freaking space. And I've cleaned my desk. Okay. Do I roll initiative? Still don't know.
So expect many a dice roll off the desk.
Oh no, I have a box for it.
Ah.
If you get enthusiastic enough, you can still roll.
Oh, that's true. Rezona got
14.
14?
Yes.
Okay.
I will get one soon. Hang on.
Okay, don't worry.
I still rolled 22.
As did I.
Who's going first?
He can. High dex, I guess.
I don't think I would have a higher dex. My dex sucks, but yeah, sure.
You go first anyway! Take the initiative! Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, no do I. It's fine.
I always let other players go first because I don't know what I want to do, and it's like, it gives me like their turn to think about it, so.
It's okay, I have no idea what I'm doing either.
It's like streaming.
Yes.
No, I can't get Roll20 to work again.
Is it logged out?
It shouldn't be.
Right, 2 seconds. Because I need doing this.
Is she doing like the run from her room to your room?
Yeah, she's top of the house, I'm bottom of the house, so she's running a couple of flights of stairs.
Can you hear her? Is it like I'm running? Mm-hmm.
Internal Benny Hill theme.
Wait, if I say it's not working, if I say it's not working, does she run to my house and fix it for me? Because I want to see that.
Next support by Chrissy.
Just fly to New Zealand.
Fly, she'll run over the ocean.
Oh, she's just running that fast? Like the feet are just like anime style over water?
She's the Flash.
Mm-hmm. She's a DM, she's everywhere at once. Oh yeah, so what's this amulet? Because
I've posted a link in chat.
Oh,
Tell me
okay.
if that works. If not, I've got another link which is
when
an
you say
official
chat,
one.
do you mean Discord? Do you mean like
Yeah, Discord.
Okay, because people say, oh yes, I've put it in a thing, and it's like there's at least 3 programs that have that option. Let's see if I can look at things. Yeah, I can see the link.
Yeah. Like I'd made that, got it all working, and it appears
That
can't
was
share
it.
it.
Oh, is it because we're not in your campaign? Like you're not hosting?
Might be.
Yeah, I think that might be a thing.
Yeah, remember, private homebrew is automatically shared with other users in your campaign. Does not to be shared with community players.
But it's not your campaign.
Mm-hmm.
D&D Beyond's like, no, not your campaign. You can't do that.
Computer says no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the awakened state at the moment.
I mean, there's 2 other items that I've been meaning to add to inventory, and I just haven't yet. So maybe I should do that sometime this week. Like the medallion for the pike eating contest and a potion, and I've been lazy.
I'd have published it, but it's too similar to an item called Raven Slumber, which is an already like community item, which is in shared, so you can't get that.
And my headphone broke.
Oh.
Right, so I need an initiative for Elf Jesus.
4.
4. And I need one for Alfie.
10.
Okay. closest to our quarry would be... Weird, actually, how this goes. These all roll initiative, but yet the person in lead is actually going to be Fenris or I don't know.
Huh?
What's
Everybody else stumbled on a rock.
It's opposite day, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. It's gonna change now and then.
Can you use an action to pick me up and use me as a shield?
If you were a dwarf, yeah.
You pick me up and put me down in front of everybody.
Just hold on to my wooden shield. I'll hold you up.
Wait, I was gonna say, wait, you have a shield? But yeah, of course you do.
I do, yeah.
Are you good, Mr. Coyote?
Are we in a street?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't
stream...
changed it. I know. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I actually did know that. Are you with us? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okie dokies. Right. So, you use the teleportation, and you've arrived in a brightly warm climate kind of city street. In front of you is Alosia running away. So, the chilly air, the gloomy clouds of Bazazan are replaced by dry heat and a brilliant blue sky. You are standing on a rooftop overlooking a bazaar. Beneath your feet is a teleportation circle from which the glow of a magic is slowly subsiding.
We give chase.
Well,
Okay. Just
Do we see her to give chase?
roll a...
She did say at the start that we've seen her.
You see her, yeah.
run
No,
away.
you see her running. So. This is gonna...
See her running down the street and you hear in the distance.
How far away is she?
Right, so from you and Arnell, since you guys all placed yourself like that, and you and Arnell are about 35 feet away from her.
I want to cast command on her.
I shall cast Charm Present.
How long does that take to cast?
That is an action. One action.
Action, is there no radius to it?
At 60 foot. So as long as I'm within 60 foot. You have to roll a wisdom saving throw. And I shout, stop!
What's the DC she's versing?
13.
Wisdom? I don't even know what a Lozy is, freaking. I don't have stats for her. I do have stats for her.
It's a small chance, because I'm guessing since she's a maid, she's probably got good wisdom, but we'll try and see what happens.
I think we're going to...
You didn't think my magical character would cast a spell?
Son of a bitch!
Is she supposed to get away?
No. It's because I don't have...
Her stats?
Yeah, I don't have her stats, so... I've got to find her stats. And I found
If
it's fine. I
if
will
you
find
can't-
it. It's just I
I was
want.
gonna say, if you can't find her stats, since she's a mage, probably a good bet to add 4 or 5 to your wisdom. So roll your d20 and add, say, 4 or 5, and that will probably be what you'd get since she's a mage. If you can't find your
Mage
stats,
is int based, not wisdom based. I think maybe
could-
cleric
they
is
could
wisdom
be-
based.
Oh,
it's
see, I'm
alright,
judging it because I'm a cleric. I'm wisdom based, but never mind. Yeah.
Fine. I've got her. I just keep losing her.
Up in the realm of the gods, a god of fate is saying, "Fate has decreed she will escape." Meanwhile, on the ground, she's hogtied in between us. Screw fate.
Oh, I hate you, D&D Beyond.
You know what? I retract it. I don't
Chill.
cast
No,
it. It's
no,
fine.
it's fine. You did this. You did this. You did this. This is your fault. This is your fault. Do you know what's really annoying me? Is I actually had it and then someone spoke to me and I lost it. And now I can't find it again.
Yes, all those years ago when you first started talking to me, that's when you lost it. Your mind.
You say you had it on D&D Beyond?
No, I had it actually in my book.
Ah.
And now I'm trying to find it. She's an occult something. And I can't find an occult what. Get out of me.
Cult Slayer? Occultist?
No, I looked at that. Survival. She's looking for something. I apologize. I told you I was going to screw up this chapter already.
Don't worry about it. Just it's fine.
No, because I'm going to need it, because you're going to freaking use spells.
Make shit up and write it down for future reference, and just be like, ah, yes.
That's right, I found it. I found it. Oh, dear me. Okay. Oh, count.
Yes, direct your anger at it, not me. That's a good thing. Yes, D&D Beyond, damn you.
This episode is sponsored by D&D Beyond.
Is this why there was the D&D occult scare of
Yep, that's
like
exactly
the
it.
70s and 80s?
I hate it because you know what's really annoying? I haven't, because it's not purchased on.
D&D Beyond, you can't see it.
Uh-huh.
It's a shame they don't give you like a key so you can link it.
See, that's what I was kind of hoping they would start doing, but.
I also like them to give you a barcode for books that you can use on the likes of D&D Beyond. So if you buy a book, you don't have to go and buy the thing again on D&D Beyond. If you know what I mean? Everything can just be there in one place.
But that would be less money
Fuck.
for them.
Screw you, I hate you.
Well,
I can't.
to be fair, it's 15% off at the moment.
I'm not buying it. I don't understand why I'm not getting anything. But yeah, whatever. I hate your face, Mister. I'm in a fluster.
Well,
No, you cannot. Okay.
I can't. I just can't.
Maybe I should have gone first instead of letting Coyote go first.
I don't even know what health she has, so it doesn't really matter.
There's three cults. They're called Initiative, Excellent, and
It's the initiative. That's what I'm looking for.
Cult Initiate. See if I can find that for you.
Yeah, I can. But of course, it's saying, you need to buy this.
Me. Me.
Will I just give you a nightmare, frickin' lord? I reckon that's what. They're legit. I can't even find an occultist.
Well, I found a YouTube video on it. What stat are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for all the stats. The main one was a wisdom.
Well, here's the video. Stop it at 40 seconds. I'll post it in Discord. It's got a picture of the stats. Yay for YouTube!
Hello and welcome to D&D Daily. My name.
What 40? Okay, I can just about see it. The wisdom saving throw. Oh my god, all that fun. Yeah, okay. 15.
You succeed. It doesn't do anything.
Still don't know what
I don't believe that's genuinely YouTube to the rescue.
So, that was you. So, Pastel, it's your go.
Is she not here?
No, what?
Pastel's go.
Oh, sorry. I did not hear it was my turn. So did that take after, because you guys were still sorting stats, did that take
No.
at all or no?
It did not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna how far ahead is she than everyone else?
35 feet, I think it was.
40
when we
from
checked. Was it 40?
She's not near anyone. Ooh, this could be fun. So I'm going to cast Nathair's Mischief, which involves rolling a d4, and I'm going to aim it on her. So it's 20 square feet, so no one's going to be in that. And the effect it has, I don't know what number 2 is, but that one. Let me scroll down, because this is the first time casting it. But bouquets of flower appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of your next turn. So she needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17? No. Yes, 17?
Oh yeah, that will pass.
Okay.
Oh, and
go ahead. Yeah. No, go ahead.
But that should stay in the area for a little bit, because it's a concentration spell.
Okay, so how far away is it around her then?
So it says, yes, it says you fill a 20-foot cube you see within range. So it's 20 feet around her in a cube.
Okay.
So I'll roll again at the start of each turn until the spell ends to see if they
Okie dokies.
Sorry?
No, okie dokies. I got it, yeah.
Cool. And that is my turn.
Okie dokies. Risen.
Oh wait.
Oh.
If my familiar's out, it's going in the pocket dimension.
Oh no,
Just
it's
saying.
already
I don't
in.
want dying.
It was already.
Sweet.
It was already in.
Cool. That's me done.
Rezona, it's your go.
Just gonna move a little bit here since he's
Right,
a little bit
you
far
just
away.
literally jumped off a building.
Yeah, I have a lot of acrobatic.
Can you roll me an acrobatics check, please?
It's a 9. Fucking hell.
You jump off, and you stumble, and you're prone. You stumble and you fall. So at the moment you're prone.
Yeah, that starts very good. Imagine I have +6 and I get a 3.
Sorry, say that again?
I have +6 in my bonus and I get a 3.
That sucks. Yeah,
Welcome to my world.
So yeah, you're now kind of you jump off. You know, good at you. You're like, all right, I've got this, and you jump, and I don't know what happens. You land awkwardly. You know, instead of doing your graceful normal roll, you kind of just fall kind of flat with a big.
Yeah, I did not warm up.
You didn't. That's exactly
I got stiff.
Teleportation sickness made you Disney.
Yes.
Alfie, you're up.
I've just realised if I'm jumping across these buildings, I look even more like Steiner from Final Fantasy IX.
You gonna tie a rope to your back and just jump off?
Wait,
swing around a bit?
are you wearing heavy armor?
Yes.
That would be a disadvantage then.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's your go.
Is there a way down from here, or is that a ladder? I see.
There's a ladder.
I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and shoot Little Miss Volcanic Eruption.
No.
Aloysia. Okay.
Aloysia.
Oh, not so nice.
Okay.
It also almost a 26, but that's an 11.
What'd you get?
An 11.
11 miss.
Second attempt. Oh, you are kidding me.
You get 11 again?
Yeah.
11 misses.
I think I should change my name back to Alfie the Missable. Yeah, that's pretty much my turn.
Is that your turn? Okay. That's fine. So she's gonna continue running, so... And she's gonna make a check. Athletics for me would be Dex, yes? Since I don't really have a athletics.
It would be its own separate thing, but Dex would be the closest if you don't have anything else. Yeah.
Athletics is strength.
Oh, it's strength.
Acrobatics is Dex.
All right. Okay.
Fair enough. Acrobatics would be Dex then.
Okay. 10.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So she leaps and she misses, and she's now kind of grappling. On the ledge. So at the moment she's
that means
grappling.
she'd have disadvantage on dodge, because that'd be perfect time to get an arrow in her back.
Well, she doesn't really dodge, so. But yeah, that's her.
I'll
go.
still miss.
Aranella, you're up.
I've been trying to find a specific spell for the last fucking 10 minutes. Why can't I find it?
What spell is it? What does it do?
It makes it so that the ground just sprouts vines and it just grabs them.
Entangle?
Ooh, yes, I think that's actually. Yep, that is exactly the name. But I'm out of range. So
I've played D&D before.
Is 60 feet from you, so if you've got a 60-foot range, you should be good.
Yep, up to 90.
Then you can have it.
Yeah. And creature restrained by the planes can use its action to make a strength check to save DC to to your spell save DC on a successive freeze itself. So it's pretty much a strength check to
If she can break
unentangle
free.
itself. Yes. So give me a second. Let me just up. Wait, where? It cast it, but it didn't, the thing didn't go off.
You're casting it directly at her, yes?
Yes, it and a 20-foot area, like 10 for on each side,
So
like
it's
this
10,
whole
yeah.
area.
So to her, it
Yes.
would be. Okay. So strength to. Do I roll it now or on her go?
You need to do a save. If
Right,
I'm not
saving throw?
correct.
Strength
If I'm
saving throw.
correct. Believe so.
6.
Ah.
Now, so what happens? She's just ensnarled. She can't move at the moment.
She can't move. She doesn't take damage. She's just stuck. Can't move.
Oh, I'm gonna need it.
This lady's never going to look at foliage the same way again. She's been
And
attacked by
Flowers,
flowers and now
vines.
thing is, yeah, no, never mind.
What's wrong? Quick.
No, it's good. It's good.
Right, okay. Right, so back around to Fenris then. So she's kind of grappled onto this edge of this building, and now kind of being held up as well. By vines.
Very much just being
Spider-Man.
grappled against the wall with
Yeah.
with the vines.
Can
She
I
can't move.
jump over to the other building in front of me here?
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. I'm really good at those.
Because it's only about 5 foot, so you should be fine, right?
Yeah, you say that. You say that, but yeah, that's not going to be great. What's my athletics? Hang on. Athletics is a +1, so it's 5 in total.
you go to take a running jump, and you get to the edge, you're like, oh, nope, not this time. She's like, nope.
I just fall or whatever?
No, you just kind of teeter with your feet over the edge, and you're like, nope, not doing it this time. I'll try again.
Oh.
Chris, if we don't have one yet, we need to find some way to get you a skill which can fire out webbing you can swing from, and then you really will be Alpha Nature Spider-Man.
Oh, here's the thing. I could just have a vine with me and have it attach itself to whatever it touches.
Okay.
And then I could just have someone on my back who I can give the wall crawling ability.
If I can't move, because it seems like that's the way it's going to be, I will. Let's see, am I within? Oh no! Don't move your character. Yeah, I will cast blast on everyone, which will help for like your saving throws and shit, trying to get over all these rooftops and everything. So, I cast blast on everyone,
Everyone, including yourself, will just...
including myself. Yeah, I did a 3rd level, so everyone.
I feel truly blessed.
Pastel, you're up. Yeah, that's you done.
I am. So she's by herself, isn't she? There's no one quite
No.
close to her. Cool. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay.
Could you please roll me a Dex saving throw? Dex.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Dex 14 is what you have to beat.
Shit.
Which you probably will, but whatever.
So she has a Dex 14.
Okay.
And she rolled a 2. So in terms of serving, 4.
So wait, it's magic fire or just fire?
No.
I've never cast Fireball before, so I don't know. Target takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Oh,
Gotta love damage anyway. Spells, don't you?
Why?
don't know actually.
Because they take damage
Kinda-
anyway.
It might actually. Yeah, I would say because it's a fire damage, it would destroy your vines.
Yeah, well, just for my vines.
I may not have thought
that
this
person has been
through.
freed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I did what I did, so you know.
How much damage is she taking?
Like,
It does 8d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. So I haven't rolled for damage because I wasn't sure if she passed. Either way, we halve it. So
Oh, you've got to roll for
8d6.
damage anyway, yeah.
Yes, I'm doing this. 8d6. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's a lot. And 32 is the full amount. So 16 if it's half. Is it 16? I'm bad at math.
No.
wait, are we trying to kill her?
I don't know, I thought we were.
No, we're just trying to fucking snatch her.
Oh well, too bad, because I did not know that part of
Well-
the story, and I'm just trying to kill her. So,
I'm trying to kill her too. What the hell?
because Razona and I weren't here, so we didn't know you guys were trying to catch. We just figured we were
It's
giving
okay.
chase and trying to kill her. So that's
mean,
kind of
you know,
important information.
I'm kind of thinking,
Oh, you could ask.
if you were gonna kill someone
Before you
with more
launched your
information.
fireball.
But anyway, fireball's launched and those vines have been broken.
Yep. I mean,
He's no
Katie,
longer
you said
grappled.
you wanted to kill the bitch, so I figured we were trying to kill her.
Well, I do, but we need to question her first.
Well, you didn't say that, and we weren't here last week, so we didn't know that.
You
Cool.
didn't ask.
All right,
So-
hey,
I mean,
children,
I heard-
children.
Something when we're given
Enough.
that information
Enough.
that we're trying to kill her.
Okay, if you guys are arguing,
Hey,
she's
should I
gonna get
launch
away.
this fireball?
Enough.
Cool.
She's going to escape.
Anyway. Okay.
Razona, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use dash.
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
Okay, give me a second.
Aren't you prone?
But sure, do you take an action to stand up?
But it's half your movement to stand normally.
Well, so and
But I use dash.
and hold on, and dash is a bonus anyway.
Your
So our
screen-
action was to,
screen isn't updated, by the way.
That's it.
What?
Unfortunately, I've
so
got.
action.
All right,
Hang on.
dash is a bonus action, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Action
So
in
the
combat.
action is to stand up, and then she does her dash. That's what I'm just because they were saying about being prone. I'm on your side. Don't shoot me. But I was actually just reading it.
She wouldn't shoot. Yeah, she'd
I
stab you.
actually do need you to go back to where you were, Arizona, and need you to roll me a Constitution check.
Constitution. Where's the Constitution?
On.
I got a 11.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Haha. Okay,
And she's still, still kind of pulling herself up now. She's not in this alley. She's actually, like, on the ledge. She's not in the alley. She's on the ledge here.
can I see if I can find any, like, rope or something
I mean,
in the area?
you can have a look if you do
Investigation? Or
do perception.
perception? It is a 9. God's fucking sake.
All you can see really is there's just there's boxes from the market stall. There's rubbish, typical stuff you'd find in an alleyway.
Well, I have nothing to do, so...
A cat running out.
Alright, I end my turn.
Okay. Okay, so up next is Alfie, yes?
I believe so. So I'm going to go down the ladder.
Thinking reasonably, I see.
Well, I could jump. It's probably not a good idea to. So, how far is the ladder? It's about
Well, from where where you are, I would say 10 foot, 2 squares away.
I mean, how far down?
Oh, down? Standard building size.
Bad.
About,
My full movement to get about here or something.
yeah, I would say about, trying to think what standard building size would be.
So I'm at the start of the alleyway. And then I'll use my bonus action. Go to this alleyway. Catching up. Might be
Okay.
useful soon. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Yep, she's going to be able to pull herself up. And she is also darting. Okay. She's just, that's her done. Yeah. Up next is Aranel.
Okay, hang on. How far? Just barely back. I can still talk. I can still cast Entangle.
Have you cast it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me actually.
She's 85 foot away.
Yes. This has a 90 range.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Roll for strength check.
Eight.
Nice. So she's stuck to that building now.
And she's now entangled, and all you hear is "son of a bitch." Getting sick of seeing these vines, and her red cloak is getting a bit torn, and
You just hear from a distance a ha 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 ha.
Fenris, you're up.
Okay, I
That was
will
weird.
attempt my jump again.
Okay.
Good luck.
Son of a bitch, 11.
I mean, it's only a 5-foot jump, so you this time, you kind of take a big gulp, and you take a couple of steps back, and you run and you jump, closing your eyes, and you're like, ah! Your foot clips the edge of the, I forget where the ledge, and you fall face first, but you are on the next roof. But you're prone.
Okay. That's not great. I will stand up.
Okay.
How much have I suppose I've got no movement left after that?
You'd be half movement. Oh, shit.
I know, but for the jump and everything, would that not have taken some of my movement as well?
So you were here. So you would have jumped 5 foot, 10 foot, stood up.
5 foot left.
Yeah. No, that'll be on top of it. Oh no, is that, what would you say that is?
Looks like a carpet to
Yeah.
me.
Okay, I actually thought it was like a tent, but yeah, it's carpet.
I thought it was a carpet.
Okay. And you good?
Yeah, sure.
Pastel, you're up.
Well, I'm a DPS character and we're not trying to kill her, so there's literally nothing I can do right now, so I'm just going to skip my turn.
Okay. Rizona.
Okay. I can try to get on top of the thing.
Okay.
Do I have to roll again?
You'd have to roll
Athletic?
a athletics check, yes.
A 23.
Okay. So,
Okay, so I
go ahead.
Okay, so I tried to grab on the edge of the building, and I pull myself up.
Okay, so yeah, you take a quick run up, and you basically cat-like jump up a few boxes, and what's the wall run up to the one you grab, and you haul yourself up.
And I'm gonna go catch her.
Well, what was your movement? Because you were here, you would have went up 10.
Yes, 25.
10 foot. Hold on. So you would have went up 10 foot, land, and then.
It's 30.
Yeah, so it is. Okay. Okay, so upon grabbing her, she's entwined with what vines, and she's cursing and muttering under her breath.
Yes.
Don't hurt me. Listen. I can pay you. I can give you money, lots of money, and lodgings. Just hear me out. I want to take you. I want you to come to meet my boss, and we will talk everything out. Please.
You'll have to wait for my teammates first. They're the one that are gonna take the decision. So I just screamed to the others that I caught her. Everyone! I got her!
I just calmly and collectively, well, go down the ladder, go around, make our way up to this, go into the building, come up the stairs. Hello. Very descriptive.
Yeah, so her cloak is now all tattered. She's got where the fireball hit her. There's puffs of smoke coming off her hair. She's looking really freaking battered.
Miserable.
Yeah, she's looking miserable. She's battered. She's she's no fight left in her. Yeah.
She on the ground?
No, she's grappled with. Entwined
Okay.
with your vines.
Sorry about that. Seem to have torn a little bit of clothes off. Well, that's just small price to pay. Is everyone here yet? Or wait.
Yeah, I'll climb down and make my way over. I'm a little bit slower than everyone else. Coyote, you coming?
Yes.
So to climb down that building, do you use the stairs or do you jump?
Oh, Pastel, do you want to do our little trick again?
What was our little... No, I'm good, thank you.
You just remembered it.
Nobody tosses a halfling.
Been like 3 weeks, so yes.
Whee! Splat.
Okay.
I tossed a dwarf once. He was very angry. There's everyone. Alright, what should we do with her? Well, first off, before we do anything to you, how about you hand over what you stole from us?
I did not steal anything.
Time to ransack your pockets.
That means she didn't steal anything from you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna steal from her. She didn't, but I'm gonna.
I mean, if you can get to her pocket, she is entwined. She can't move, so by all means, there's yeah.
I mean, I can cut a little window so I can put my hand in her pocket.
You put your hand in your pocket, in our pockets, and all there is like just parchment paper and scribbles, pens, quills, and such.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with your captive? She's already pleaded for her life.
Well, don't let me near her, or she'll get booted off a building again. Apparently.
Does anyone have water?
I can create water.
Does anyone have a container?
No, I don't.
No. Can any of you get me a bucket or a box from the street? It's preferably one that won't leak.
I have a mess kit you could probably use.
Okay.
It contains a cup, simple cutlery, so.
Alright, then. Yeah, empty that out. Fenris, I will need you to put some water in it.
I've never used this spell before, so let me see how it works. Where the hell is it?
Oh, I also have a bottle glass.
You create
Can hold.
45 pints of
perfect.
food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range. That might be a little bit excessive for what you're looking for.
Yeah, try to dip it down.
Ah, yes, let's just dine with our captive. It's fine.
So yeah, I've also got a glass bottle which can hold a pint and a half of liquid, so better than a mess kit.
Perfect. Gonna use both then.
Okay.
So does
You're
wait,
not gonna motorboat her or anything.
Motorboat.
Is that what it's called?
Do you mean waterboard?
That's it.
Because motorboats with your boobs.
Totally.
Just
Hey,
saying.
I mean they might do.
listen,
I mean, they
Elf
could.
is not a pervert.
That would be a great torture.
I might be,
like
but
that one.
not Elf Jesus.
That would be a thing, getting motorboated by Elf Jesus. While wet as well.
You know what
Weird.
I mean.
Alright, so did y'all fill up the thing?
Okay. I don't know what you're doing.
Do you want me to cast this spell? Do you really want me to make
Yep.
that much food? I don't know. Don't think I can dim it down. It will
Are you
be
gonna
30 gallons
torture
of
her?
water.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I gonna torture her.
It'd be up to the DM.
Because that would be 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water that would just appear.
Oh wait, everything? Wait. No,
Why are
just
we buying
everything
rations
together?
if you can create food?
Oh, this is a level 3 spell. I only really just got these.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, it's just
Enough
it's
to
just gonna
sustain 15 humanoids for 24 hours.
don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything rash as long as she talks.
Well,
No
the
one's asked her a
glass bottle
question.
is full of
Exactly.
water at the moment, so you don't need to make any.
Okay, well, I won't burn, because I don't have loads of 3rd levels left, so I don't really want to burn it. We
Alright.
don't need to.
I just approach her, put a hand on her shoulder, and ask, why did you stab us in the back? What were your intentions, and why did you do this?
My intentions were clear. I wanted the jewel. I didn't get the jewel. I left. I asked.
You did a little more than just leave. You tried to kill us.
I
That's true.
got a little bit upset.
That doesn't mean you tried to
Yes.
kill us.
I wasn't
And I don't take
intentionally.
kindly.
I wasn't intentionally trying to kill you. It was more, ensuring my escape was successful, which unfortunately it was not. I will bring you to my boss, and my boss will explain everything, and he will give you lodgings, and he will pay you.
Mm-hmm. Who says you're not gonna stab us in the back like you?
You've got me in a very awkward place now. You know, why would I take you to my boss and show you where I reside if I was going to stab you in the back?
Alright, but just to make sure. And I just I detach the vines from the ground and tighten it more so that I'm sure she can't move at all, and I tie a knot and grab her and like throw her over my shoulder.
Okay.
Alright, so before we head out there, y'all want to grab a something to drink? I'm thirsty.
In game or real life?
In game.
Well, while you're doing that, I actually need to go pee. I will be right back.
So we want to
Alright.
take a short break then or something.
Probably a good idea. A minute or two, yeah.
Okay.
If we're also going to do a short rest out of sight, I'll hand over the Jewel of Free Prayers to Pastel.
I've tried to add it, but the stats don't automatically jump on, so I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. But we
It
can
has to
work
be
this out.
tuned for the stats to
Yes.
join.
Yeah, but it doesn't really have any. Like, I can put notes in, but it doesn't have anywhere where I can actually put the stats in.
Did you
So
make it as a
yeah,
you
but
probably
it
have to
didn't
edit
come.
the stats when it's weird.
It only has like what sort of item it is and notes and the name of it. It doesn't have anywhere I can put stats. So I don't know how to do this. So this is maybe a out of game thing that we sold out during the week.
Yeah, I'll make a video about how to make homebrew items and stuff and post it.
Okay. Cheers. Because yeah, it's just not letting me.
So yeah, just add yourself a couple of extra AC and say it's attuned.
Yeah.
It's 3,
I mean,
isn't it? 3 extra AC?
I thought it was 1 when it's not awakened. but
It
yeah,
is awakened.
it is awakened. Yeah,
Okay.
it woke up
Oh,
in the
okay.
altar there, I think so. Yeah, it's
Oh,
3
okay.
now.
Then yeah. Increases to +2. So yeah.
So you have access to the invisibility spell, light cantrip.
Do you
with 5
just want to
charges.
hold on to it until we can get this to work on mine? Because if it's working for you but it's not working for me, it's kind of redundant for me to
It's
have
more
it.
to give you the extra AC at the moment.
I think you're the squishiest, so that's why we thought it might be a good idea
Yeah.
for a squishier character to have it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just don't know how to make it.
And the ability to go invisible would be useful.
Yeah, it would.
Although having a fully armed samurai suddenly appear right next to you would probably be terrifying. Like, hello.
I can use invisibility on other people, can't I? So I could use it on you, and you could just pop up and smack someone in the head real hard.
I don't know if it counts as being able to use on somebody else.
Does it?
Let's
I'm
have a
looking at the
gander.
description. Yeah, because if you can use it to 1 charge from it to cast the invisibility spell. Okay, invisibility spell. Can you be on someone? It doesn't like the fact I'm trying to leave the page.
Well, I can easily enough re-equip it and check, so.
Creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. So yes, I feel
Nice.
like I could use that to cast on someone else because it says you cast it. So.
Oh, you also can expend 1 charge if you're grappled, paralyzed, or restrained to remove that effect. It's a nifty little item. Did I really just use nifty, ironically?
Wrong with nifty, huh? Use nifty all the time.
Oh, that's probably going to make it very useful for you as well. When another creature you can see within 60 feet of you fails a saving throw, you can expend one of the jewel's charges to enable that creature to re-roll that saving throw.
Well,
Yeah, nice.
And if I'm at the front, it's not going to help much if I'm using it.
Yeah, if you're trying to cast fireball and stuff on people for their saving throws, you get them to re-roll that shit. That's pretty good.
Okie dokies. So, what are we doing?
torture. Okay.
Well, ask your questions first.
Okay, the last I heard was I'm now over Aranel's shoulder. So, what are we doing?
Yeah. Now, first off, we'll get someone to go get us something to drink because I am thirsty.
I mean, there is no one. I mean, you go somewhere.
Wait, is a whole area just empty? Wait, there's no.
No,
one?
I mean it's a marketplace.
Ah.
It's not you don't just say, "Hey, click your fingers. Hey, I want a drink." You go to a bar.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Are you? I mean,
I just
we
phrased
wanna-
it completely wrong.
Question her first? Or are we taking her to the bar?
Wait, actually, on second thought, people are going to ask questions, so let's not. So she said she was going to take us to her boss.
I can take you to my boss. Look, let's make a deal. I take you to my boss. I don't take you to my boss. It is entirely up to you. At the end of the day, you will likely never see me again unless you are staying in Ank'Harel for longer than a day.
All right. Well, should we trust her?
Not as far as you could throw her, but it's probably a good idea.
Hmm.
A trap is only a trap if we don't know it's a trap.
Yes, but do
Yeah,
realize, I look at Aloysia, do realize that if it is a trap, the first one to die will be you, regardless of what happens to us.
Probably.
I have nothing up my sleeves.
Arizona,
Yes. I mean,
keep your daggers ready just in case.
they're already out.
Good. All right, just tell us the way.
She reaches into her pocket, and as a parting gift, she gives you a map that I've just put up in.
Thank you.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
This is a map of the city. I hope it helps you. And with that, she literally scurries off. She's like, I'm off.
Are we letting her leave? I thought we were taking her with us to this place.
You just let her leave. You said that's fine. We're gone.
I never said it was fine.
That's it. Good. Aranel did, and she's taking no chances.
No, I said you can lead us to the to your boss, and I still had her on my shoulder. I didn't let go.
I'm very
Like
specific.
when I said that, I mean like
You were very
point.
specific. You going to her boss then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do we know how far away her boss is?
We have arrived.
No idea where.
Fast travel.
Instant transmission.
Well, she's leading you to her boss, so you know.
Well, she's leading us there, so she is still around. That's okay.
Apparently so. Eloisa leads you through the crowded tavern to a wall decorated with old cask lids. She raps her knuckles 3 times on a lid painted with red crescent moon, causing a secret door in the wall behind it to open. Through the opening, you see a private storerooms filled with cabinets and corked bottles of wine in wooden racks. No.
Nope.
Can everyone move?
We shall enter. I am here. Wait, where are we coming from? Oh, this, right?
Yeah.
From here. Okay, good.
So she beckons for you to come in. Wait here. I will go and fetch my boss. And she leaves for a few.
Are we letting her leave by herself? Like,
Yeah, I was thinking
Okay.
that's a bit. I'm not overly happy about that myself.
maybe you should go with her, Fenris, before she leaves.
She's gone. Quick download. When she returns with another. Oh, come on. So she leaves the characters inside the storeroom and asks you to wait. When she returns, she's with one of the consortium leaders.
The who leaders?
One of the consortium.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
My friend has told me what has transpired. I am Vril. Vril the Moth.
Name's Aranel, and
Elysia has also told me
Lopez.
that you have the jewel. Show me the jewel.
No.
Before we do anything of
Then
the
our-
sorts,
Then our business is. Then there is no business. Then there's no business. Leave. Good day to you.
I just slam my fist on the table. Before we do any kind of
No,
business,
you
I want
have
to explain.
you have no authority here. You either show me the jewel or you get out of my establishment.
You're pushy little shit, aren't you?
How do you think? Do you think I build an empire? Build this consortium without having to be a little bit pushy?
Yeah, I think you'll hear us out first before you try to
I-
say anything else.
Have nothing to hear. You either show me the jewel or you leave.
Up to you all. I don't have the jewel. Wait, who has it?
Hanzo currently has it, I think.
Yeah, I haven't taken it yet.
Hello? Hello? You're muted.
Alfonso!
You're muted.
I did not know that. Thank you, because I've been talking for the past 20 minutes.
Oh shit. I should
But
have.
yeah,
earlier.
I did not know I hadn't given the jewel to Estelle. That's why I was mostly quiet.
I can't get it to work yet, so I don't really want to take it just yet until I can get it to work. So I will leave it with you for now.
Yay! I can be glowy again. I'll look around and see if what our people think, like if it's a good idea or not. So, what do you think, guys?
I mean,
get
after trying to get killed, after being subjected to pain, I don't feel so inclined, but it's up to you guys.
first thing I do is I get up and I want to see if there's anyone around. Can I like go out here and have a look to see if there's any guards or if she's on her own? If I see
Okay.
anyone else,
That's fair. Roll a perception.
I get advantage on perception checks.
Nice.
That's 16.
Okay, you look around. The bar looks a little bit seedy. It definitely doesn't feel like it's a I forget the term. Good establishment. There's plenty of people eating and drinking.
Anyone look like they've got a close eye on the door over here or is more interested than they should be, kind of thing?
Not that you notice. Everyone, you've noticed that a few patrons do have weapons on them, but, you know, it could just literally be sellswords, mercenaries. They could just have weapons. I mean, you all have weapons. So
Making sure there wasn't a group of people ready to storm in here. Okay. It seems quiet outside. It's up to you, is what you want to do.
Okay then, I'll feel lifted out of his shirt, show it briefly, and then put it back in. You can see it, but you're not touching it.
This is the jewel of. This is the jewel, the vestige of divergence. It is in its an awakened state as well. See. How did you acquire this bauble?
Phoebe's meowing her wee face off. I need to go figure out what it is. I'll be back just a sec. You carry on, obviously.
Now, how did you acquire this wondrous item?
That's a good question.
Yet I don't have the answer.
yeah. Neither of us actually know.
We were doing a trial, and I don't want to say we stumbled upon it, but we pretty much stumbled upon it.
I see. My organization does research, and it's turned up fragments of ancient history of the Apotheon. A legendary figure said to have been blessed by the Redius, the moon of ill omen. I see that we got off at the wrong foot, but you can see I had to. It's hard to get by in a city so big with just being plain nice. I hope you understand. Playing nice doesn't always get you.
Yeah, being a bitch doesn't always get you what you want either.
She ignores him. I'll offer you a place. You can stay here at the first again. Until you can.
Sometimes being polite can go a long way.
Until you can find lodgings of your own, that is. I am being polite. I am offering you a place until you can settle somewhere.
Breaking up a bit in Discord. Could you repeat that, please?
I'll offer you the night. You can stay at the first eclipse until you find lodgings. See, I can be polite. I can be nice.
That's very generous of you, but I don't want to sleep here.
Do what you want. You can sleep on the streets. We will be in contact with you. And she gets up, her and Aloise, she gets up, notions to Aloise, and Brill. Aloise
Just
sits there.
noticed there's quite a few people with Al in the beginning of their names.
Aloise just, she nods and says, that was my boss. I have kept my end up at the bargain. It is entirely up to yourselves what you
Don't trust this place.
Me either. So, leave?
Yep. If you don't find another place to stay, we could just pitch a tent somewhere.
No one. Is Aloysia still there?
Yes, she is.
No one opposed to me punching her in the face before we leave? Because she dropped boulders on top of me, and I don't like that very much.
Save it for later if they end up betraying us. I'll help.
Okay. This is me being nice, though. Let's go.
As we walk out, I'll jokingly say, oh, you could always learn to throw a boulder on her. Or better yet, you can drop 50 tons of food on her or something.
Could try that, yeah. 30 gallons of water and a couple of tons of food, that'd be good, yeah.
Just get her into a small room and then just do that, yeah.
It'd be funny if one of us learned some kind of time spell and you made the food appear like 20 feet above her, and the person made time accelerate just below it, so it's rotted food by the time it lands on her.
Does it need to be on a flat surface like the ground, though?
It says
Otherwise,
it could be in a container or around the container. I just need the space for it. I don't think it needs
oh, so
to
you
be...
just hold the container up, like here, hold this.
I think so, kind of thing.
Okay, so you leave the tavern and you make your way back to the marketplace. And as you do that, all of a sudden you're like, not assaulted, that's not the word I'm looking for, but basically all you hear is, oh wow! Oh my god, you guys are here! And you recognize the tiefling question. She just kind of runs in and goes, oh my god, I was so worried when you guys didn't come back from Betrayer's Rise.
Question, I have some bad news.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry to say this. We didn't find your team.
Yeah.
As we promised.
I kind of... When you guys didn't come back, I thought the worst, that I'd sent you guys to your death, and I asked Proflix to just bring me home. Proflix brought me home. We've only really just arrived. I was gonna grab a few things and then head off to the university. Yeah, I think she's going to the university, to the temple.
I think I might know what happened to her team, but I don't want her to know what happened to her team.
Okay.
Does anyone remember the voices and what they wanted us to do?
Yes, I remember.
Oh no, that just... Oh god.
Splat.
Alright, so we need to find somewhere to stay for the evening, because I don't want to stay in her place. No chance.
Oh, do you need a place to stay? Oh, that...
Oh, yes.
You could come... You could... There's... I know what I'm talking about.
Come with me, fellows.
No, there's plenty of inns to stay at. You have.
Are there any places we can stay at free, like a college?
Free? This is the city of Ank'Harel. Nothing is free. Oh, I mean,
Okay, we'll stay in.
I suppose there is, but a respectable person really wants to kind of sleep there. You know.
It doesn't need to be free. We just need a place to stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So you have the Algiers Whetstone, the hostel. It's better than being outside. Then you have the Golden Chip. The Golden Chip's kind of fun. It's kind of near the casino. Then there's the tavern.
Sure, there's a chippy that's near us called the Golden Chip. I'm almost sure there is.
Then there's the Harried Mongoose. That's in the River District. Then there's the Step Aside. That's in the Circlet Walk. That's kind of a tavern inn. It's kind of really, really nice there. And then, of course, if you really, really, really want to be in the lap luxury, you have the Lap of the Gods. That's in the Sand Herald District, but it costs a lot of money.
I have a very, very important question. Do any of those places serve bacon and porridge?
Question kind of looks at you a bit confused. Her tail's kind of, flickering backwards and forward, like she's just looking at you, kind of. Does it matter?
It's kind of obviously Alfie's joking.
She, oh, wherever you do go, I hope that you would be able. No, forget that. What I just said. The you should totally meet the leader of the Cobalt Souls and let them, and tell them your experiences in Betrayer's Rise. I will get them to, I will tell them all about you guys, and they will be in contact with you. And she turns and she waves, continues back to browsing the wares, spices, and food.
Alfie will wave back as she leaves. Then he'll turn to the group and go, "She was cute." In that adorable, helpless kind of way.
Which tavern would you like? Or inn, or wherever it is?
We should probably check our funds first, but
I say we
too
go
expensive.
to. I say we go to an inn that also serves food and drinks, verbal drinks.
Yes.
One of them was a tavern as well, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And that
Was
place
that
should
one in
have
the Lake
drinks.
District?
You've got the Harry
I believe so.
Mongoose.
So, the Harried Mongoose?
All right, I'm in. First round of drinks is on me, by the way.
Nice. Because
Say that to the guy who doesn't drink.
I forgot that we had to use a whole bunch of our gold last time to get through one of the puzzles, so I'm also really skinned for gold. So.
I'll shout us the room.
Ooh, thank you.
If it's within my price range, sure.
Let's
So
go to
how
the most
much-
expensive place.
Please no. What's sort of, we're not going to get mugged and our kidneys missing, but better than that, but less than breakfast in bed service. Like, I want sort of the mid-range, lower to mid-range, but not bodily harm in the morning kind of one. So which one are we going to?
Like a 3-star. We're looking for a 3-star, really.
Yeah,
two 3-star.
2 3-star is
Yeah.
good, not negative stars. So out of the descriptions, Tina, which one would that be roughly?
Good food.
Sounds like
And not have to
it
worry
would
about getting checked
be-
in the morning.
3-star would be modest, yes?
Probably.
Agreed, yeah.
That would be the Harried Mongoose in the River District.
Cool. Go on there. Gold
Jesus.
Heads up, your connection just went haywire.
You're roboted.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I think we'll head to the mongoose anyway. I think that's where we were going. So
You mentioned you were short on funds, Fenris. How much you got left on you?
I have 12 gold.
Right, never mind, you're paying. No, I'm
I was
just
going
so
to say, if
joking.
you
I'm
had
still
like
paying
one
for
or
this round.
two, I'd have spotted you a couple, but...
Oh,
it's
no.
me.
I think I put over like 20 gold into that puzzle thing, so.
Yeah, especially I was offering to spot you for drinks.
No, I should be alright.
Yeah, no. Y'all did good. Y'all threw quite a bit of money into that. Yeah, I want to treat you guys to a good evening of drinks and food. Nothing else.
So you're going modest,
The mongoose? Yeah.
and that's the one you want to do then, modest. Modest.
I think-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But you see, we get there. For one room, it'll be 10 gold. No. No.
Today, we are having a sale. One room, 170 gold.
$1 million.
Okay, so let me get used to the.
Have you got that map? Did we think of a map that you don't have?
No. I'm just making doubly sure that I'm taking us to the right one.
Yes, we don't want to accidentally appear at the really expensive one.
Exactly. You don't want to.
I also think we should take extra precautions tonight about your amulet.
Yes, definitely. Either way, we're going to sleep in your shifts for that, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a spell that might be able to help called Tiny Hunt.
Ooh, tiny hunt.
Oh, shit.
I still think we should
That's
get a replica
Ah!
jewel made so we
What have
can
I done?
pretend.
I broke
Pastel casts prestidigitation and holds up a replica and just puts it in her pocket.
Bless you.
It's like a little visual illusion that looks very similar to it. You can't really touch it or anything, but you know, she just sort of like plays with it a little bit and just puts it away. Like, yeah, we should. I've paid for the room, by the way.
Also, buggered something else, so hold on.
Oh, we have multiple overlayers.
Yep. Having issues.
Hopefully, roomy. Yeah.
Someone didn't even make their bed. That's just friggin' rude, alright?
Okay.
Come on.
So the rooms have been paid for. Lovely Tay at the lovely Pastel paid the innkeep.
How much were the rooms, just out of curiosity?
Up to.
Never you mind.
Oh.
So, what are you gonna do?
Well, the promised round of drinks.
What are you buying? What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Ale.
What are you buying?
What do you guys want? I'm gonna get some ale for myself.
So, gallon
I
of
don't-
ale or mug of ale?
Get us some cups and we can have a gallon then.
Gallon. Okay, so that's gonna be 2 silver.
Alright.
What other drinks do you have that are non-alcoholic?
And I'll go water. We've got water.
That'll do, I suppose.
Okay. Water's free. It's a bit warm though.
That's fine. What do you got in case of food?
Bread, cheese,
Bar snacks and stuff.
meat.
Oh, you got the basics sorted.
Or if you want, but you'll have to wait a couple hours. Set up a banquet for you, but that's 10 gold pieces a person. And that'll
Bit
be,
much.
you know,
Just a bit much shift for the six of us.
cheese, bread, and some meat. I'll even throw in a bottle of wine.
Sounds extremely generous, but some bacon just for me, please, at the minute. Thank you.
That'll be 3 silver pieces.
I will pay for that.
I'll
And
have a
some-
bacon sandwich as well, actually.
Bread's extra, 2 copper pieces.
That's fine. 2 silver and 2 copper.
Aye. I'll get that right for you. Go sit over there if you want.
Oh yeah, wait, before we do go sit down, how much is how much do rooms cost?
Rooms have been paid
I've
for.
already paid.
Oh, my apologies. I'm not, my brain's not working today. No, just take a sip.
What are you drinking, Chris?
Ale. I bought a whole how much was it again?
Ellen?
Alan.
Gallon of ale and a couple of cups for anyone who wants to drink.
I pour a glass out or a cup out and cast prestidigitation on it and make it taste like bacon, and I hand it to Alfonso.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Did you end up using
yes,
that?
bacon juice.
Did you end up using that glass bottle of water?
No, we didn't.
Ah, because I was going to say if it was empty, I'd have filled it with alcohol and given it to you.
Oh, it is
For
empty right now.
later.
Here you go. You just do it
It
now.
is empty now. Wait, look, it's empty now. Yeah, I'll fill that with alcohol and give it to you.
Let's
For
go
later.
later. I'm just gonna add that to my inventory real quick.
How's the 1.5, by the way?
Uh,
And I'll remove it.
ow, I bit my tongue very hard. Ow.
Aw. Just realized I actually
And
have
these fucking peanuts.
no dudes to to fill this. There was just so many
But I'm-
freaking people to fill the maps up.
I'm quite empty today.
I will pretend there's people around.
Yeah. I have bar background music playing on YouTube right now. You're good.
Would have had music, but it's not working very well.
On a table in the corner, there's an elf guy, a cat girl, and a guy in armor looking at these cards. If anyone
Good.
gets the reference, I'll give you a cookie.
Cookie?
Or 20. I don't. I wasn't fully listening there. Oh, Final Fantasy 14 trailer. Oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Just fill it with random characters from different genres.
So while you're just sitting there,
Is this a huge carrot or?
you hear about that no one's really seen him. He's a bit of a recluse, and they're like, huh? You know, you hear them laughing as, oh, most Dragonborn guys are.
What was his name again, sorry?
Jimon Saord.
Shemon Saud.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to spell that correctly.
You also hear, you know, whispers of, did you hear? Did you? Yeah, they were out there. Imagine that they were found with idols of the betrayers' gods. Idols. I know. The guards took them off. And we haven't seen our neighbors since, but they're a disgrace.
Jumanji.
Here, forced to go into Old Man Crook's bakery the other day. Can't stand his bakery. Tastes like eating rocks. I'd rather eat rocks, but yeah, she sent me in. Said, gotta help the old man.
Is Pastel just standing there at the entrance, not joining us for dinner?
I will be joining you for dinner.
Come, today we are having halfling.
I thought today we were having giant carrot, because it does look like one. You're right.
I know.
I think it's meant to be I think it's meant to be a August.
A roast of some kind.
Can't
Ah, yeah, if you
actually.
zoom in, it is a hog. It's a pig.
Yeah, I can't actually move in because I have that issue where everyone's pictures are over it. I don't know how to make it just people's usernames, and I can't see my character to move it. And doesn't matter how much I move the map, I can't access my character. So
Can you go to the?
let's just assume I'm with you guys. There we go. Thank you.
It's under audio visual settings, visual display. Switch to names only.
So, use basically after hearing all the chatter, still haven't really seen much of the leader of Ankaral. Hearing rumors of people worshipping the betrayer gods and being carted off to the prisons. That they reckon they've been carted off to the prison cells. That's very much frowned upon in Ankaral. Awfully lovely this time. This is what you're picking up from the chatter around. It's awfully pleasant this time of year. Not too hot considering temperatures are usually a lot hotter this time of year. And nothing really piques your interest. Nothing really piques your interest other than general chatter of what you expect.
The news of people worshipping the betrayer gods does pique Alfie's interest.
You kind of gather though that it is something that is quickly stamped out as soon as it's found.
Knowing our luck, guys, we're probably going to end up coming against some insane cultists.
Barmaid's busy walking around, dishing out more food. A halfling barmaid approaches you and she goes, "Hi, can I get you anything else? Do you top up, maybe?"
No more alcohol for me, thanks. But I'll have some more food, please.
She looks around at everyone else.
Good.
I'm good.
And she scurries off. I'll be right back.
We'll buy some more bacon, and I will put that in my pocket for later. Pocket bacon.
Porridge?
Bacon. I don't do the pocket porridge. That's Alfonso's thing.
It was only a joke, he says, tapping his trusty pocket porridge. Now, we're going to have to go to some kind of blacksmith or something and get a box so you can put your pocket bacon in.
All the fluff and stuff in the pockets give it extra flavor, some extra texture as well. It's good. Should we maybe think of safety precautions that we should have for tonight?
Should probably take turns regardless. I don't feel safe in this town.
We could always hire the large. Well, probably ask what rooms they have, and if they have a larger room. I say, not seeing the actual larger rooms over there. We can get one of those and have a shift sleeping.
Barmaid, waitress, sorry, tolls over and places your bacon in front of you.
Madam,
Yes.
what size rooms do you have here?
Oh, standard. 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. 1 bed. There is a group room out in the basement.
How much for the group room?
We've already paid for rooms.
Well, you've paid for beds. Will we say that? Let me talk to.
We can pay the difference. So, you know, if it's like an extra few silver or something, we can just put that in. And would that work?
Yeah, safety first.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yep.
I'll relay that to the innkeep. You know, she looks around. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you very much.
I noticed that you're actually not from Ant Corral. If you have any questions, feel free to ask myself or the barkeep or one of my other waitresses. You know, she turns and.
If this multi-bedded room thingy is any good, we might make this place our base. If it's not too expensive.
Okay,
I mean,
with
if it's
that.
something like 5 gold a night, it might be a bit much.
Well, everyone here was 3 silver ahead, so it was 15 silver for all of us. Plus whatever the difference is for the larger room.
The innkeep comes and he's like, "Look in the share room, are we?"
Aye.
He scratches the back of his neck and he's like, "Pose. How long are you needing it for?"
Just the night tonight, but we might
Okay,
do more. It depends how long we're going to be staying here.
just
Tell you
tonight.
what, how much for 3 nights in advance?
Sitting there and he's looking. You know, you can tell he's not quite a math kind of person. He's looking uncomfortable and.
How much is it for one night?
How much is it for a day?
One day, 15 silver pieces. For the big room.
Okay, so 45 for 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, 40 for 3 days. I think, wasn't it? It's 40 for 3 days. That's what.
45, aye. It was 45 for the 3 days, but
So 3 gold pieces then.
I tell you what. Stay the whole 7 days. 3 gold pieces.
7
Right.
days.
Aye.
Okay.
Not very smart. Give him a break.
I'll hand him the 3 gold.
But that's for the 7 days.
Yes.
Not very smart. Give him a break.
Hey, gold is 10 silver, and that's 30 silver for 7 days. I'm happy with that.
So, you know, as he turns around, you know, and a bit smug, you know, he's like, yeah. And, you know.
Thinks he's a real businessman, does he?
He does. He walks in and he sees, you notice that he talks to the little halfling waitress and she just looks and she looks furious. She looks furious. And you can't quite hear, you know, because there's all hushed tones and he's kind of scratching his head. He's looking kind of, you know, and you see her with a resigned look on her face of, you know, oh, it's done. So as you finish up, are you just gonna go and take your long rests?
Yes, I would like to. Well, I need 4 hours. Arnell needs 4 hours. The two of us could I do 4 hours of sleep, and then he swaps and he does his 4 hours of sleep. It's just so there's one person always awake to keep an
I'll
eye on.
probably wake up about halfway through Aranel's shift then as well.
Before
I'm
we
okay
go
with
to
that.
sleep, I'm going to ritual cast Tiny Hut, standing next to Alfonso, because I think Alfonso has the gem. So I will ritual cast Tiny Hut, and you
I
guys can
have
keep whatever watches you want.
the gem.
Okay. Nap time.
Okay.
I will cast it. Sorry, with the whole party standing in the radius, because they can move in and out freely, but no one else can. So there's like a little barrier around where I will be sleeping for the night, and hopefully Alfonso won't go too far.
Okay.
So.
No sleepwalking then.
How far away does that let go then?
It's only a 10-foot radius, so you'll have to we can fit the whole party in it, but if we're all sleeping in designated beds spread out, then I will
It's a
be
big
sleeping
couch.
next to
I'll
you.
sleep on the couch.
Okay, I'll sleep next. I'll move a bed over or something and sleep
If you
within
swap with
no.
Rosanna, I think you'll get everybody.
I
in.
can't move. My bad. I can't actually go anywhere because otherwise, if I move, it stops. So you guys can work yourself out around that. There's a 10-foot around the bed that Pastel's sleeping
in
on.
all fairness, if you can shuffle the beds up, sure. Okay, dokie.
All right. Nap time.
So, sleep. Night goes on peacefully. Don't forget to reset your HP pins.
Long rest, yay.
In the morning, woken up. Rather than there's no door. He's woken up to whatever alarm goes off. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I'm guessing it's an alarm that goes off.
There's probably a door up top, and before you come down the stairs.
Yeah, I get the question is. It's really early in the morning, and I don't know how the hut thing works. Is it an alarm tag? Or is everyone
I think
just...
it's more like a barrier. So it's like a 10-foot protection barrier that people can't pass into, but if you were in the circle when it was cast, you can pass in and out of it.
Just imagine Alfonso falling off the chairs after hearing a conk. Oh, my face!
Hello, good morning, wakey wakey. Hi. I can't seem to I can't seem to kind of get any closer. And, she's kind of hitting at the wall. Hi, good morning. Hi.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Stretch.
Mommy?
Morning.
I'm so sorry. It's so early, but I couldn't hold it anymore. My superior, my superior would love to have to meet you. I told him all about you, and they would really like to meet you.
Rubbing his eyes, still half asleep. Alfie goes, "Who's your superior again?"
I was Zalia. Don't ask me.
From the Cobalt Soul.
I will Zalia. I would really love for you guys to meet him.
We're always up to meeting good adventurers.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Just breakfast first.
Okay, yay! And she goes upstairs, and breakfast is already served.
Perfect.
We'll go upstairs and get breakfast then.
Food.
How far is it to the Cobalt Soul?
Oh, it's
From
not
here.
not very far.
Yeah, I'm table dancing.
I throw you a silver piece.
I was gonna see if I had any like treasure I could leave on the leave the proprietresses be left for the day, but all I've got is a garnet.
Ah.
I'm not giving her that. Keepsake of my family.
Don't mind me, I'm just menacingly laughing. There was a person I didn't know who it was when I was labeling them. It was as well. And I had no freaking clue who it was. But now I know who.
I'm that guy.
So, question.
Trust me, you're not that guy. Trust me.
Question says so. She paid for breakfast, please. She's just so excited. You can see the the excitement kind of just bubbling away in her.
Elf is visibly amused. He isn't often around quite so many vibrantly bubbly people.
Oh, I can't wait. He's a really, really nice person. Oh, for God's
If we've all had food, should we go?
Hmm.
maybe so.
Yes.
So many freaking. He's
Yeah.
all done.
As we leave, Alfie half wonders out loud while walking next to Fenris. Bacon's good. I wonder, bacon and porridge, would it work?
She's
Probably.
Just
Bacon
don't-
goes for pretty much everything.
Some maple
Yeah.
syrup on it.
Everyone.
I'm scared.
Questions just kind of looking at you and it's like, I like bacon. I like porridge. And she just kind of smiles at you. So she's like, she's just trying to,
Fit in.
fit in. And she's arrived. She takes you to a 3-story temple.
Does anyone know anything about these Cobalt Soul ones?
I mean, you could ask a question.
No, I was asking the group if any of them had heard of them before.
I
Nope.
suppose the history check if we've heard anything.
I think I have.
Who wants to do a history check?
I do, to see if I've heard anything about them. And that is
I will assume.
9.
Can you roll it with advantage? Because I have proficiency in it.
Okay, let's see what I get on the second roll. That's better. That's a 17.
Okay, so you've kind of heard of the Library of the Cobalt Soul. Their motto is reason, knowledge, and
Oh dear, reason.
what you have heard of is that their leader is actually quite a young, quite a young human. It's one of the youngest monastic high curators history of the Cobalt Soul. At a young age of 29, which is quite an accomplishment for his age.
Greetings, fellow human.
So yeah, the question leads you up up flight of stairs. kind of
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
realize as you
ba-dum,
approach
ba-dum,
that
ba-dum, boom.
it isn't the actual leader, but you know.
Yeah, I think I heard my dog bark. Just give me a second.
It's not barking.
You. Oh,
What the hell?
that was me sneezing.
There's you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
So
That was not my dog impression. Don't worry.
Unless it's a sneezing dog.
It could be.
Irul Zalar stands at the edge of a balcony.
Was that Ivo Zalar?
Iwo.
Ivo. Well, I've got his name is Zalar, so Iwo. Okay. Although I've written that as wow.
That's exactly how it's spelled. Take away the W, the last W, and you've got it.
Goodbye, W.
No, not the W. Irul Zalar stands at the edge of a balcony. He points down at a pale wizard wearing academic robes. The wizard, who has numerous body piercings, seems to be minding his own business while reading a book. Next to him leans a staff topped with a carving of a snake's head. Ira whispers, "Our investigators report that this man is likely a cultist of Zahir, the cloaked serpent, one of the betrayer gods. Orders follow him back to his home without causing a scene. Find out why he's here. If it's to cause trouble, apprehend him. Turn him over to the hands of Ord. Report back to me when you're done."
I presume there will be a reward for this.
He nods, not moving.
Who wants to do the tracking?
Probably
Phone.
not me.
What is that mysterious noise?
I'll walk up to Rizona. If the person is like leaving and we're supposed to follow, or when, and I'll cast invisibility on her. She'll be invisible for the next hour.
Well, congratulations! I can't see you anymore.
Gonna pinch your cheeks.
You notice that the wizard, he gets up and leaves abruptly. He looks like in foul form.
So while Rizona does that, do you want to kick back and read some books?
I'll do that.
Because if I follow, they'll hear me coming a mile away. I shuffle my body and ching, 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 ching.
I could follow along and just.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
All you hear is a whistle and a carriage pulls up, and he gets into the carriage.
So I have to disappear from the map too.
Just poof.
Yeah.
I mean, the carriage, you can still see the carriage. But, you know.
Do you jump on top of the carriage? All Assassin's Creed that's in New York then, London-like?
There was one in that era, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. I remember the trailer. I never played that one, but it looks good.
Sorry, I missed the last 20 seconds. What are we jumping onto a carriage? What's happening?
Okay, so we got a dude that we are tailing right now.
I made Rizona invisible, so she's following them, and the person got into a carriage. We were deciding what happens next.
Yes.
Could you change into a horse, RNL, and follow them? We'll try to catch up.
I was gonna turn into a cat and like try to do the cat charm so I could be inside the carriage with them at the same time.
Oh, that might work. Yeah.
But it's too late. He's gone.
I know, you really do take so long. There's no urgency. the carriage, the carriage is still in view for now.
Well, we tried to follow the carriage. Well, I tried to follow the carriage.
Okay.
How fast is it going? Is it like proper full speed, or is it just trotting along?
It's busy street. I would say it's trotting along.
Are there any other carriages?
If you try your luck, whistle.
I will, but not on screen.
Okay. A carriage does indeed pull up. And
I say, follow that carriage.
But not too close.
follow that carriage. It's gonna cost you at least 1 silver piece.
That's fine, my good fellow.
Okay. Are you all getting in, or is it just gonna be Alfonso?
I'm getting in as well.
I get in.
Right. Okay.
I cast wild shape into cat and sit on top.
Does Rizona get in or get on top? Because she's still invisible.
I am still invisible.
Go on foot trying to follow.
Before I get in, I hold the door open for like an extended period of time to see if I feel Rizona brush past me, and then like I'll quickly count to like 2, and if she's not in that 2 seconds, I'm getting in.
Also, while we're all sort of within a close radius to each other, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace. So that'll give everyone a +10 to their stealth checks for the next hour.
Ooh. Sneaky.
Well, if we're going to try to sneak and follow this person, that might be useful to have this.
+10.
+10.
Holy shit.
It's not even a D10, it is just a straight up +10.
Can we talk among ourselves without the carriage rider noticing? Is he like out? Yeah. So I'll put my hand out and whisper Rizona, and if she's here, like have a tap my hand or something. Is she in with us?
Was any in here?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna tap.
So the idea is, when that carriage stops, we'll all get out, but we'll mull about like we're looking for something while you carry on and keep following them.
Okay.
And I'll also follow because I am right now a cat on top.
Okay.
Okay.
Onwards to glory.
The carriage takes you through the districts. Arrive at what looks like to be the living kind of quarter, where all the apartment blocks are, and the elf. And he's just walking towards.
He'll be I tap the door or the window or whatever it is for is he jockey or just stagecoach person? Yes.
Stagecoach person.
Stagecoach person, yes, you.
Coachman?
Coachman, that's the one. How much do I owe you, Coachman?
Sorry.
It's
What
a
did I say it
3
was?
silver.
Yeah, 3 silver. So I'm also reading. I'm trying to figure out what this dude is actually doing.
This map, is this like, is there a back alley anywhere, or is this just it?
Basically the only map I have. To be honest, in fairness, when it comes to the Ant Corral maps that I have, they're not very clear on which map goes where.
Well, I was thinking if there was a back alley, I would go and sort of rest at the back alley, and in case he tries to make a exit through a back window or something. But if there isn't one, I'll just meander around the street.
I'm just gonna wait. Is he still outside or did he go in?
He's not gonna. He's let's say he's getting ready to, get his keys out and such.
Like
A bit out of
pretend to be
character.
a drunk swaying back and forth, slowly
A bit-
staggering up
It's
street.
not okay.
A bit out of
Since I'm
character here, as Alphys, the one who seems to be coming up with our tactics and stuff. Do remember, when it goes wrong, he only has normal intelligence. So
What did you have to say, Chris?
So he looks kind of around him and he enters into his apartment.
Well, 1 second, Chris was going to say something.
It's okay. It's okay.
Go quick.
It's okay.
Just
It's
say-
okay. It's okay. He's in. As he goes in, I'm still in my cat form. I'm just gonna claw at his door to try to get his attention.
I mean, he does kind of go and he looks and he tweaks out the window, and he sees that it's just a cat, and kind of opens the door a little bit. He's like, shoot.
I try to go up and just rub the head against his left foot.
He's like, no. He kicks your way. He and slams the door.
Does not like cats. Okay. Then I just jump on top of the windowsill and watch from the outside, while still putting the paw on the window,
looking all sad kitty.
yeah, pretty much.
I just stand in the corner here, trying to see what you're gonna do.
He's kind of just pacing, mumbling himself. I don't know. After me, that they're going. God damn it, where are they? Yeah, that's basically what he's just kind of doing. Goes and he peeks out windows. He sees the cat. And he seems agitated.
Mm.
Oh, god damn it! If only I was in there, I could try to calm him down with cat-like charm. Damn. All right, what y'all doing? Ow. What y'all doing?
There isn't really.
I have my
anything for
point.
us to do. We were just waiting around outside to see what would happen.
Keep in mind, we're here to just try to get information without try to scare him or anything.
I'm just gonna say to the others that he's afraid and he wants to find us.
He just completely freaked out because his front door opened. What the hell? What? They found me! And now he's panicking. So he's now running because his front door randomly.
In that case, we're going to need control of ourselves. I don't think me and Estelle have control.
As soon as I hear the door open up, I just quickly position myself in front of it so they trip.
He already run.
Oh.
Wait. I mean, it's not.
In fairness, right? Okay, just go. You were in the room with him, yes, Rosona? And then
Yes.
you left. How did you leave? You're invisible. You didn't transfer. Go through the door. So the door's opened. He should
Yeah, but
shit
it's
himself.
not. Yeah, but it's not gonna open open the
No.
fucking door. It's gonna open slowly to get
No,
out.
he's gonna
So-
shit himself. He's turned around, his door is opened, and he's shit himself.
wanted
So
to
he
sneak
is
out.
running out.
Yes,
But
but
he was
as I said,
pacing. Bear in mind, he's pacing.
yes, but as I said, I'm gonna be stealthy to go out.
In fairness, and I'm gonna say, you did not say that. You just moved.
I mean, I can.
No, I mean, it's done. You didn't say, to be honest, you didn't even say you went into the room. You know, I allowed that because, you are invisible, and I was guessing that you were closely following him. But you never actually vocally said, I leave the room to tell the others.
I did.
I did not hear that.
I did. I said I'm gonna go in
By-
the room to join the
By
others. To tell
which
them.
stage you'd already left the room.
Huh?
You'd already, on screen, had already left the room.
I think you didn't pay attention to it.
I'm just saying, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Seen the
as
door,
I was going out,
the dude
I
was
said-
pacing the floor. As he's pacing the floor, he sees that his door is open. He didn't see you leave, he didn't see you open it, he sees his door is open. He shit himself, he's running. He slams open the door. Basically, he's like, oh my god, and he's not gonna cautionally step out the door. He's now, feared for his life, running. So he's slammed out the door, and he is now running.
Okay. Well, since it worked so well for me last time, I'm gonna try to cast command on him again. Well, on him, and tell him to lie down.
What's the roll in for that?
It's
I think it's
wisdom.
a single word.
Well, stop.
So you
or,
might just
or
have to say
down
drop.
or something. Or drop. Yeah.
Sit.
Sit.
It's a wisdom 13. See if.
Us back. Yeah. Sorry, what was it?
Wisdom 13.
Natural. So what do you shout?
I will shout drop. So he to try to get him to drop to the floor.
It just drops, right. So it just stops and drops flat.
Okay. So it should give us all time to catch up to him. Because I think he's like that for a round, so he's like that for 6 seconds.
Okay.
So I will chase after him.
In all fairness, this isn't a fight or anything, so it's not an issue.
We need to question him now because he's been put in fright mode.
Is there anybody else around watching us?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll grab him and drag him back into his home.
I will assist.
I am still sitting on the windowsill. And I make my way in. Just wait for someone to open the door.
I will open the door for you, Aradel.
And I
Go,
walk
Kitty.
in and I sit on the couch.
We knew you were evil. Only evil people don't like cats.
Actually, you're not wrong. He is actually chaotic half elf.
I was going to say something
that'll
other than
do.
cats, but it was the PG-13 stream.
Meanwhile, I was getting ready to fucking waterboard someone. Oh, PG.
PG-13. Parental guidance.
Alright.
You've technically not done anything yet requiring an M rating.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yet. Being the optimal word.
Blood and gore. And Spartan kicking people off mountains.
I'm going to be back quickly. I'm going to grab a drink while I still can. I won't be gone for like a minute.
So, friend, you look like you're very nervous. What are you nervous about? I ask to him.
Gabbard. Who are you? Who are you?
Just someone that wants some information. Tell us what we want to know, and things will be fine.
Are you with them? Are you with them?
Take a breath and tell us who them are.
Roll a intimidation check.
Intimidation. Probably would have been better for someone else to do that one.
I assist.
Persuasion.
No, I kind of get it. It is sort of like an intimidating thing. So what the hell is mine? Oh, it's a +2. So 20 in total. Oh, an assist. Well, that yes. Yeah. 20 is the highest roll. Well, not a natural 20.
My name's Lauren Ophidas. I was a member of the Cerberus Assembly. It's an organization of spellcasters in the Dwindling Empire in Wildmount. Look, I stole the staff of the Adder from the Superior. Now the Assembly, they've got assassins coming after me, okay? Oh God, you're not the assassins, are you? You're not going to kill me, are you?
Why did you steal this staff? Okay. You think the Cobalt Soul is sending assassins to kill you?
Cobalt Soul? No, the Cerberus.
Oh, Cerberus Assembly. Sorry, yes. Sorry. Retract that. I didn't hear properly.
So there's a new organization called the Cerberus Assembly.
I think we've heard of them before. Somewhere? It sparked a memory somewhere.
Cerberus Assembly.
I'm trying to locate the Zahir cultists in the city. They'll protect me, but so far I've had no luck.
You sure they'll protect you and not just kill you and take the staff?
I don't know, but they're the only chance I've got.
Where is the staff?
Yeah. I can kind of hold it.
Staff of the Adder?
Anyone want to do an arcane check on that? Make sure it's not an evil staff who will try to control our minds.
I'm seeing if a prepared friggin'. I don't even know if I have. Have I got that item? Not item spell. To be able to identify. I think Tay does. Can you identify? Can Pastel identify? I don't have that spell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is Tay here or did she leave like I did?
If you're talking, you're muted.
Nope, not here.
Okay. I don't think I have that ability.
In that case, can I do a history check to see if I recognise anything about the staff?
I mean, I could do an arcane check to see if anything springs to mind about the staff, but I can't properly.
Well, I was probably going to do more than history check, so...
I can detect magic, so I know what sort of staff magic it does, I suppose, if it is that way. Yeah, I cast detect magic.
You get like a summoning magic from it.
Summoning magic.
No damage.
Seems to be a summon magical item of some kind. Summon something.
It summons. I wonder if it's animals.
So, yes, probably don't use that here.
Yeah.
Because anything that's going to get summoned here may end up being an abomination. With how closely the abomination breeding places. I don't say that because I've forgotten the name of the place.
Can I do an
Okay.
arcane check on it as well to see if there's anything else about the staff that I may recognize or see, or an arcana check?
I guess.
And what you're saying is there's no point? Okay.
I'm saying it's a staff.
Okay.
So it's a staff of more religious worth than an actual powerful artifact.
I guess. I'm going with what the book tells me, and the book tells me nothing.
Yeah, just a staff of the cult, and it can summon snakes, probably.
That's yeah. From what I've read of it, what I can tell you is that someone has made the true staff of the adder, and a snake can be summoned. That's about
And
it.
while I was away, I'm guessing he found and stole the staff or something, and now is being hunted like he's one of the cultists.
Basically, yeah.
Can we do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
I will assist you.
So 19.
He seems terrified, and with this terror, he's it doesn't seem like he's lying about it. He's truly terrified of these, the Cerberus Assembly, and the Cerberus or whatever.
He's
sending us
terrified.
assassins.
He's terrified of the Cerberus Assembly.
That they're gonna send assassins.
Well, if you tell all this to the leader of the Cobalt Sold, Ibol Zalar, he might offer you protection.
Might be one of your best bets if you want to keep breathing.
We can escort you back there. You hand him the staff, tell him your story.
As long as you stay cooperative, things might turn out well for you.
What about you tell him where I am, and I'll stay here. I don't want to leave.
If
Don't think this is safe here, do you? This isn't safe.
If we found you and was able to get in and stop you, assassins could as well if you're left alone. So either one of our group goes back and tells them, and the rest stay, or you come with.
Kind of drops his gaze, kind of.
Okay, well, we escort him back. I before we leave, I want to have a quick glance around the room to see if there's anything shiny.
Is there a knife anywhere so I can grab?
Do a perception check. You want to grab a what?
A knife.
Is there a knife anywhere?
You're a cat.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
a cat can put anything in his mouth.
No.
Back to the Dark Souls boss. A cat with a knife.
Samurai pizza cats.
So there's no knife?
No.
Damn it.
21 for perception.
You look around the room. It's an untidy room, but other than that, it's just standard kind of living quarters.
No hidden money or anything. No hidden belt. No, okay, fair enough.
Okay. He's taking him back to
The Cobalt Soul.
So who's gonna go and who's gonna stay?
We're all going. Are we?
Oh wait, I thought we were gonna go
I thought
send one person and everyone
There were
else
two
stayed here.
options. We stay and send one person back to inform the Ivar, or we all go back with him. It's safer if we're all together, basically. course, this does depend if there are actually assassins after him.
Or I could go since I'm a cat and no one would suspect a cat.
No, it's not the person going being seen. It's us getting attacked while the other person isn't here.
Exactly why I'm going.
But
I am joking. Alright, so we all went then.
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you lead him up to Iwo then.
yes.
Strawberry.
So, Lauren hands over the staff to Iwo and, tells him his story, and Iwo sends him, notions for Question to come up and get him, and Question comes up and, leads him off.
Will he be protected? Alfie asks, and do you believe the cult of Cerberus would actually send assassins after him?
Cult of Cerberus do many things. They may not. No, I can tell you they do not appreciate being stolen from. But you've done well. And he throws a coin pouch towards Alfie. Inside the coin pouch, there's 250 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I'll add that to my inventory. How many of us are there?
It's 50 gold each. There's 5 of us, so.
He also hands.
Yeah, I'll divvy it up and
Nice.
hand it out.
He also hands you a pair of sending stones. We will be in contact in a few days. And he, to notion that the conversation is finished, he turns.
I'll offer him a bow and leave.
I also leave. I don't buy though.
I'm nobility, it's kind of ingrained.
I only bought him a boss. He ain't no boss.
Hey, no boss.
He ain't my boss. Is there anything else we should be doing right now?
Who wants to hold on to the sending stones? They are a wondrous item. Who's the one who's less likely to insult somebody?
Not me.
Arizona,
That's
because
you,
she doesn't really
actually.
talk.
Oh no, no. Don't make me angry.
Okay, I guess I'll add them. Oh, the picture for these are quite pretty.
Yeah, muted.
Because I'm gonna insult all their family tree.
Jesus, I can imagine it though.
Can't insult them if they're dead.
Good point.
Ah, I added the wrong sending stone.
So
I added a leveling up one.
you're basically in a library at the moment. Shelves are lined. The shelves line the temple sanctuary, all filled near to capacity with materials and periodic are available for public inspection.
Is there any magical tomes that may catch my interest? Or religious tomes, possibly?
None that see.
No, the Moonweaver, especially for religious stuff, is what I've been looking
Yeah.
for. But
No, none,
yeah.
none that you can see. You know, you expect that there's a probably
They have a
elsewhere.
restricted section. Okay.
And these sending stones will give anybody who's read the Berserk manga issues. They look like basalts. Those are them, like face-looking stone things, which turn people into monsters.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen Berserk.
And now I've got one attached to my hip. So if I suddenly become a giant rage monster,
Right
you know who to
shadow.
blame. Just keep me away from people with really, really, really big swords.
Really, really big sword.
And really cool theme tuned as well.
I suppose if we've nothing else to do right now, we could go back to our tavern.
Yes.
I mean, you've a good
Bacon.
part of the day left. You could go sightseeing.
Yeah, we could take a quick look around the city. We haven't really seen much of where we are right now.
Let us go where the fates take us.
We look around for shops and things and stuff like that.
Where would you?
Now that we've got some money.
Pretty much.
The shops, okay.
Specifically, like magical item shops and stuff like that.
Although I do remember this is like enough for a potion.
I know. Yeah, I remember that.
I suppose we could pool our funds together and get something a little better.
I also just want to see what the prices are, so I know what a goal is for if I want any of them. You know.
Dun, 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 dun. What's that from? Oh, Star Trek. Star Wars, isn't it?
It is Star Wars. Yeah.
I've had that in my head for like 20 minutes, and I've
Okay, so yeah, there is an arcane shop. It's where is it? It is in. Again, as I said to you earlier, in terms of maps for this, I have no freaking clue where things. The maps aren't worded in terms of hey, this place is here. This place, basically.
if we're going shopping, just to picture a shop anywhere.
Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah. Right.
Just like get some generic pictures of shops. Generic shop 1.
The shop from Open All Hours.
So, you notice a stall with colourful tapestries that frame the entrance to this establishment. As you enter, you brush past the silk curtains. That there is silk curtains cover magical baubles cover low wooden tables illuminated by scented candles. There's a soothsayer sits in the back of the room. Deep blue hood pulled down over her eyes and a deck of cards spread out before her, offering an invitation to peer into one's future. There's
I'm really tempted to do a joke and ask for 4 candles. Someone gets it.
Candles for fucks. But
Oh god. Showing our age there, aren't we?
yes, just a little bit. I think.
just a little bit.
Yeah. She was there rolling her eyes, going, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm constantly rolling my eyes.
Ah.
So you just walk in and you see a as the soothsayer, and he's also can't see a presence, but you feel a presence. There's definitely something else in the room with her, and
You stealing my presents?
You know, welcome in. I have fine jewelry to.
Hello, young madam. I would like to look at your magical items, please.
I have spell components.
I just want to look at your magical items, if you have any, please.
No magical items, just components.
Okay. What about potions?
Oh, I have potions.
What kind of potion? Oh, like what strength of potions have you got?
We have your standard potion
And what are
and your.
price?
Oh, they're 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
Now there's only 2 of them. And then I have one.
Potion of greater healing?
And I have one potion of greater healing. But that would be 150 gold pieces.
Does anyone need potions?
Let me.
Um,
She leans forward and she waves out the cards in front of her and she goes, "Oh, cute look." She points at Rizona. She goes, "Like you have an interesting future. Let me read the cards for you."
She's gonna die.
Give me a second, these things crash.
Is this where this becomes a Persona game?
Persona. Which one?
Persona with a Rizona. Or Rizona with a Persona.
It's
Taya's just said she'll be right back. She's got something.
I got it.
Yeah. If nothing's happening, I'll ask the proprietress, does she do barter or trade as well?
Trade. What have you got?
I have an amber worth 100 gold. Any chance to trade this for 2 of your normal potions?
I'll trade you one of my potions and I'll read you your future.
That's 50 gold worth of future reading. I don't know if I'd take that
that
deal.
is a lot of gold.
2 potions, 5 gold. Oh, 2 potions, this amber, 5 gold for the potions and I'm getting this muddled up. The 2 potions for this amber and reading for 5 gold.
Deal.
Done. Bye bye, Amber. I will miss you.
She shuffles the cards again. She blows at them. And she arranges them. And she turns the first card over. There is a picture of a man sitting in a chair holding in one arm scales. Scales as in things you weigh. Dragons.
Yeah.
And
Weighing scales.
in the other hand, the sword. The justice card. Are you perhaps seeking justice? Or of sorts? Someone has wronged you?
A great many people have wronged me. I won't say justice is something I'm seeking, but chances are it is something which I will have to.
Turns the next card, and it is a group of people. Woman, a man, children. Ah, the family card. But the card's upside down. Oh.
Makes sense.
You do not have a very good relationship with your family. You feel you need to prove yourself.
Alfie chuckles. That's putting it lightly, and proving myself to them, not so much.
Turns the next
Proving
card.
myself better than them.
And
yes.
In the next card, there is the Rudius moon and a sword engulfed in redness. Oh, ill omen. Ill omen is ahead of you. She turns the next card, and it is a card filled with demons, and the Iridius moon. Oh dear me! Oh no, the cards went wrong. I'm so sorry, but it looks like that your future is governed by the Iridius moon.
I have a suspicion I know what that means and what it's about. Yeah, that's something I was already expecting.
And she closes she reshuffles, like messes up the cards and kind of just kind of throws them, almost as if they're they're tainted now.
Yeah, Alfie put the potions in his backpack, back away, but he's got a thoughtful look on his face. And if anyone wants to try and overhear what he's mumbling to himself about,
I will attempt.
He's mumbling just how far has his family gone.
Okay. I walk up beside him. Is everything okay?
For now, yes. We'll probably want to talk as a group later.
Okay, fair enough. Any other sort of shops or anything about? No, like I was looking specifically for like magical items, but it doesn't seem like there is a shop like that.
Not that I can find out.
I can find one. No big deal. I probably wouldn't be able to afford anything in it anyway. I just wanted to have a rough idea of how much something that I might want was, so I could then try to save up for it, kind of thing. But
Gary had mentioned once magical items. It's usually an idea to like make something for each of the characters, and then you can like have something ready for shops and stuff. Because magical items don't really show up in shops and stuff.
Oh no, I know that. I have a full list. It's just at the moment it's trying to make sure that it's not.
okay, well, I'll come back to that in a later state then sometime in another episode. Is there anywhere else to look around? Any other sort of places of interest that might be around the town that we could have a nosy at before we went back to the tavern?
Rest. I'm okay with going back.
Okay.
We could just still have a look around, but yeah.
Well, we'll go back to the tavern then. There's nothing else to really do. The that one. The mongoose or something, was that it? Was that what it's called?
They have named them, got them named as comfy, poor, solid, wretched.
I told you, I think Rusty Dagger is a really good name for a tavern.
I didn't name this one, okay?
The Nameless Tavern.
Oh, this is called the Mongoose.
The tavern who shall not be named.
Among Us.
The insert name here.
Okay. So, the innkeeper, unseen that he's arrived, he comes over and nods and starts preparing, to take your order. And what do you want?
I'll just have the usual, please.
Bacon,
Yes.
Plenty.
And an eel.
ale. Right.
I'll feel nod and ask for an ale as well.
Ale? Coming up.
If
I give him a
anybody
weird
knows-
look because
Yeah.
he hasn't touched alcohol before. What's going on?
We
Wait until we're in the room.
Okay. I'll keep a close eye on him while he's drinking his eel to make sure, because he hasn't drank it in a very long time as far as I can tell. Don't know if he's just going to pass out straight away. Super cheap date kind of thing. So.
Can I do a confrontation check to see how well I do this? Because he's just going to neck the ale when he gets it.
Sure. A little bit,
Please roll a one.
Constitution.
Please roll a one.
Constitution?
Please roll a
You rolled a 1.
You rolled a 2. That comes to a 5.
You didn't take it very well then. Your face is all flushed and cheeks are all red.
I push one of the empty bowls from food that we've just eaten sort of closer to his direction, just in case he's going to throw up.
Oh, he's not drunk that much yet.
Okay. Just precautions,
He's just very tipsy already.
did I hear a yet in there?
Well, if someone puts another glass in front of him, he's going to drink it. He's visibly and genuinely worried.
I'm now torn
me
between
thinking
wanting
of,
to see you get drunk and then not wanting to be a bad friend. I'm torn between it.
Same.
Well, if you get him too drunk, you'll just have to wait to hear the explanation until he's not drunk. Yeah, it's probably going to be a plot point, but not one which will come into effect for a while. So, funny episode or serious episode?
Next episode, Dragon Ball Z.
How drunk will Alfonso get? Will he throw up over Arizona?
No.
I'm gonna do just do a happy medium. I'll buy him one more, but that's it. I'm not buying any more after that. I'll buy him one.
I rolled a 3
Oh,
that
no.
time, so that's 6. He's visibly drunk, but he's stable.
The define stable.
He thinks
He's not going to
stable.
be able to fight. If he walked outside and the cold hit him, he'd go flat on his face.
He's at the no, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right stage. That's where he's at.
I'm not drunk.
Yep, pretty much that.
It's all the time.
I'm not drunk. I'm not
Can you tell
drunk.
the time?
I'm happy. I love you guys.
I think we should retire back to our room.
Whoop. This is our room, isn't it? No.
He's gonna start dancing in a minute. Dancing in the moonlight.
He sits down and then he casts on himself. Action surge. I'm going to count that as just sobering himself up for roleplay reasons.
Okay.
Or mostly sobering himself up. He's still a bit tipsy, but no longer
No need to.
in chance of projectile vomiting at people. Enough to talk properly.
So, you gonna tell us what's up?
Well, if everyone else wants to come join us.
Yep. Still behind.
Such a bad habit of sitting on my foot, and then when I try to move, I get all the pins and needles.
Right, so has anybody heard of the Dukoska family?
No. What?
Aaron, now come here.
No.
I'd say do a history check just in case, because if you're a magic based, you might have heard of them.
Okay, I'll do a history check. What is my history? I don't even think I've did a history check before. 3.
I've been paying attention then, Lit.
21.
You know they're a big magical family down in Ophi on the other side of the island.
Okay. So I nod. Oh yeah, I've heard of them as a big magical family down where everything you just said.
Oh, that's my family.
Oh.
They're well, they're a little bit obsessed with growing stronger, and they've used some, let's say, iffy tactics to do that. I was supposed to be their Ubermensch, the ultimate magic user, but I was born without the ability to use magic at all. So they got a little bit more desperate. That's why I'm out here as far away as I can get from them. And if that reading was to be believed, they're probably going to find me eventually. So while I myself might have no magical potential, my bloodline does.
Well, they want to use you. No.
So that's why you try to compensate being a little bit buff, like your physical strength.
When I escaped from my family, I met my master. He taught me how to fight, how to survive.
Did those cards? Oh.
I don't know where he is now.
Did those cards say what would happen after you met your family?
Slaughter, basically.
What do you mean?
It's going to come down to a fight, and a lot of people may die.
Huh.
So if you see or hear anything about the Dukoska family, probably best we leave the area.
Maybe.
Because as strong as we are, we don't stand a chance.
How do you know that?
Because I've seen them level mountains.
Yeah, incredibly powerful magical family is not going to be easy to take down.
No, not at all.
Right now, the most I'm worried about is, ironically enough, assassins, but that's something we can deal with.
You said they might need you, though. I don't think they'll send assassins. Assassins are there to kill, not capture
Yes,
so much.
assassins to kill you lot.
Ah, so to kill us and capture you.
Yes.
Well, you'll just have to watch our backs then, while we watch yours.
Something to note: the Tikoska family, we have naturally blue hair. You are probably going to start need to dye my hair again soon because I'm starting to show my roots. So if you see anyone with electric blue hair, chances are they're Tikoska.
Noted. Avoid people with blue hair.
Just to avoid people with blue hair. Nice note, yeah. I will do the same.
I don't foresee this being a problem for a while, but you never know. We could leave the door and meet a brother or a cousin or anybody. While this island is very, very big, I'm learning it's not as big as I thought.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for them.
Potentially news of campaign 2. I've just basically spewed out our idea of my character's companion quest, haven't I?
Pretty much.
Where's Shepard when you need him?
Relaxing. It's already saved the universe.
Well, it's about to get unsaved in 2.
Have you heard the Shepherd song yet? By Miracle of Sound. After the stream, I suggest having a look because it's hilarious.
So basically, you know, after that kind of news, you know, you are keeping kind of steady watch, making sure you don't see any blue-head assassins or any types of troubles. A couple of days go by. You know, nothing seems to kind of come out. So, you notice that Alfonso kind of relaxes into maybe, just maybe, she just got lucky. And 7 days after first kind of thing with Iwo,
Iwo Hazuki.
receive a message via descending.
I forgot I had this. Play it off my belt.
Did it vibrate when you get a text? Is that how it works?
Are you still interested in helping Cobalt Soul? Meet me at the Temple of the Mentor. I have another mission for you.
Well, his money was good last time. I'm not opposed to helping.
Also, good experience.
Yes.
And I mean that not as EXP, but as experience.
as an experience.
Which are technically the same thing in D&D.
Okay. When you arrive, Iroh is, waiting for you. And in front of him, spread out on the table, is a map of the city. With a circle noting a location in the river district. We suspect that the local baker named Krook is involved in illegal sale of dangerous magic items. But we need proof before involving the hands of the Ord. The circle on the map shows where the bakery is located. We assume that Krook does all his black market business after sundown, and the bakery closes. Suggest you wait until then to.
Do you know what type of dangerous magical things he's making?
No, unfortunately. But do try to confiscate any of the magic items found. Bring them back here.
And talking about compensating, what will be our compensation for such a task?
Throws a small coin bag at Fenris. Inside it is 250 gold pieces. That up front. That again, you are able to obtain proof that Krook is selling magic items. And another 250 pieces for each magic item retrieved from his bakery.
That sounds reasonable to me. What about everyone else?
That's more than good.
Sounds good.
Okay. I divide the money you already give us. That's an extra 50 each. 50 gold each.
Who has the lowest health of us?
I think that's Pastel, possibly. Pastel or Arizona, I think, had the two lowest for health wise.
I'm gonna give Pastel
I have
and
27.
I'm gonna give Pastel and Rizona one of the potions each.
Thank you.
So here's just a healing potion.
Thank you very much.
We've got until
We should maybe scope the area out first before we properly camp down for the sunset evening. Maybe just do a quick walk past to have a scout of the area. Or do you think that might be too
Okay with
risky?
it. No, we can have a look at the area, see what we can think of, and like plan ahead.
We could do what we did last time. I invisible Arizona and Aranel goes kitty cat.
Yeah, that
Yes.
would probably be safer, yeah.
But we should probably get there first.
Detective Whiskers.
Meow.
don't have. That's what I mean. It didn't give me maps or for things like this. It's really annoying.
Well, it's a bakery, right? Is it? Would you say is it attached to like other houses, or is it standing on its own? Just if I'm trying to imagine it in my head, I just want to have a rough
See,
idea.
Hold on, I can.
Oh.
I can give
Did
you.
we lose someone?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
she's
just up.
stuff to do.
Okay.
Okay.
I can put this
How
up
is
in
it? It's
Discord.
almost in the morning.
You want to carry on? You just want to wait until
We can wait for Tay.
I think Tay's done for the.
But yeah,
Yeah, we can go for next week. We've been here for what, 3 hours?
almost. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll call it there then. There's a good bit left in the chapter anyway.
I mean, probably this session is like only exploring and then talking.
That's what it is, unfortunately. The last session was full fighting, so it is kind of balancing it out.
Yeah, the last session I think it was like 9 hours.
It was, yes. It was 8 hours long.
Where we nearly all died 2 or 3 times.
Well, you all nearly died.
I'm sure even
Fair.
that boiling blood was chipping away at your health, though. Must have been.
I got down to about 2/3.
-1.
I can self-heal, remember. I did use all of my healing stuff though. I mean, I've got fighting spirit, which gives me temporary health. I've got second wind, which gives me like 1d10 + 6, so I can just about fully heal myself.
You got better healing than I do, and I'm a freaking cleric.
Don't underestimate the longevity of fight.
Alright, folks. Yeah, we're gonna call it. It is a bit of a shorter video this time, but I hope you. We've got we'll be back next Friday, hopefully with a little bit more oomph. I suppose after a week off, we've all forgotten how to D&D. I want to say you to our adventurers, Early Lytica, Anna, Chris, A. We used Roll20 sounds when it worked. We also used a little bit of the Critical Role Welcome to Tal'Dorei at the very beginning. Do hit the subscribe button, and you'll find me live on Twitch pretty much every day. Thanks for hanging out, folks.